Hi, welcome to First Things First. Today I'm kicking off a new program. It's called Boot Camp, a leadership guide to building a gold standard nonprofit.
That's right, this is a boot camp, not a small camp. You'll need to improvise, adapt, and overcome. And you'll need to work as a team to succeed. If, and that's a big if, you make it through, you'll leave with a set of practical tactics you can use to improve operations, raise a ton of money, build a stronger board, stand out from the competition, and much, much more. To kick things off, can I get a big hoo-yah?
Whoa! I don't know who that was, but my name is Tom Iselin, and I've started or helped build some of the nation's most admired nonprofits. I'm here to show you how you can take your nonprofit to a whole new level. Here are the goals for Boot Camp. Number one, to teach you the fundamental principles on how to build a high-performance, gold standard nonprofit. A nonprofit that stands out from the competition, not one that blends in. Number two, to help you avoid the pitfalls that trap most nonprofits. And three, to encourage you to do what's right and what works for your nonprofit, not what's convenient or easy. And four, to provide wise advice and practical tactics that you can apply immediately. Okay, let's get started with day one by talking about the real nonprofit environment in which you operate and what you need to do to succeed. You want to make a difference, right? To you, it's not about Wall Street or State Street. It's about the side streets and the back alleys. Your staff works long hours, and your board members give their time, money, skills, and expertise. You have noble intentions, and you have a worthy mission. Kudos to you. The challenge is, today's nonprofit world is fierce. There are more than 1 million nonprofits out there, and 85% of them have budgets less than $500,000. Now get this, the top 400 nonprofits receive 20% of all giving. And where does the majority of other donations go? Well, to giant nonprofits like universities, hospitals, museums, and religious organizations. That doesn't leave much money for nonprofits like yours, now does it? If that isn't enough, you face three big obstacles. Obstacle number one, reoccurring challenges. Not only are you in a competitive environment, but you're always short on time, money, skills, and general resources. These resource challenges are always lurking in the background. Obstacle number two, you make common mistakes, we all do, such as ignoring problems, focusing on the wrong things, bringing on the wrong people, growing too quickly. Mistakes like these are painful and costly. And obstacle number three, you encounter common resource drains, such as fruitless staff and volunteers, disengaged board members, undoing mistakes, being resistant to change, and waiting too long to adopt key systems. Resource drains like these can put constant stress on an organization. Not only do you have these structural obstacles to deal with, you also face strong emotional feelings in your environment that get in the way of running a high-performance nonprofit. For example, vision. You have a big vision, right? You see yourself headed to the clouds and you're on a path to get there. But what happens when that path gets beyond the horizon? Where does it lead? Not knowing can cause confusion. Number two, mistakes. Like I said, they're not only costly, but they can cause a feeling of discouragement. And three, pressure and resistance. Sometimes the board can feel pressure and resistance from the executive director, and the executive director oftentimes feels pressure and resistance from the board. And this can leave people feeling defeated. And four, hanging on. Sometimes we feel we're hanging on by our fingers and toes, and if we slip off, we have nothing but our little teeny rope to hold on to. And this can cause a feeling of hopelessness. So the reality is you operate your nonprofit in an insanely competitive environment with limited resources and lots of obstacles, all of which can cause you a big headache. The good news is you're not alone in all this. See, the reason why you and so many other nonprofits can relate to what I'm saying is that many nonprofits follow a predictable path. When nonprofits are young, they race out of the gate with a lot of passion, and most of their energy is centered on programming. However, as they become older and bigger, they become more and more unstable. Kind of think of an upside-down pyramid that's teetering. Because they lack the operational structures, capacity, and quality people they need to build a stable foundation. The result? costly mistakes, operational migraines, workload stress, and stunted growth. What you want to do is build a stable foundation. And to do that, you need to build a solid foundation made up of things like high-quality people, governing principles, best practices, operational structures, and internal and external capacity. When you focus on building a solid foundation around your programming to support and sustain your programming, you'll end up with a high-performance nonprofit that has business rhythm, engaged people, sufficient funding, exceptional programming, and capacity for growth and sustainability. Isn't that what every nonprofit dreams about? Isn't that what you want? The catch and the secret is that many of the most essential cornerstones you need to be successful are often overlooked or undervalued, such as quality people, authentic passion, a unified culture, and one-on-one fundraising. These cornerstones and dozens more will be the subject matter for boot camp. If you apply what you learn from these shows, you'll be on your way to building a high-performance, standout nonprofit that excels. I plan on airing at least one episode a week. Next week, I'll be kicking off a series called Quality People. What are you doing to ensure that you bring on and retain the highest quality board members, staff members, and volunteers at your nonprofit? Tune in next week to learn more. Okay, that's it for today. If you enjoyed today's show, then take a minute to subscribe, share, and like this video. And don't forget to write me. Ask me a question or tell me what you would like to see on the show. Until next week, create a great day. Hoo-yah!
I didn't do it. I told you I didn't do it.
I got witnesses say you did.
My lawyer, I'm going to get my lawyer. This is BS.
Tell it to the judge.
I did not do this.
Tell it to the judge.